Now, I usually don't even talk about anything related to Reddit, but especially when it comes to rumors on the NX, I try to stay away from Reddit posts because, I mean, it is Reddit. Like, you can't really trust anything that comes from Reddit. It's just a meme website, in my opinion. But anyways, a moderator on the I guess the NX subreddit. I have no idea. I haven't been in Reddit in a while. I don't really know. I don't remember how it goes, but I guess a moderator claimed to have details from a source at a major retailer, stating that the source is in a position to have potentially seen some information regarding NX. So I mean, I guess just some moderator just apparently saw some stuff about the NX, and I guess the reason why I'm talking about this subreddit post or whatever today is just because it's kind of in line with a bunch of Eurogamer um, articles and rumors. Because I remember back in July that Eurogamer article about the NX that kind of leaked. It broke the whole story, saying that the console handled the hybrid and all this stuff. But Eurogamer broke that rumor. They spread it around, and ever since then, I feel like a lot of rumors have been piggybacking off that. And this one, in a way, this article has been going around every single major, like I guess, gaming news website. So you can take this with pretty like, a good chance because the people don't. If it's not a viable source, then they won't want it in their website. And since big gaming websites like GameSpot and EternalLife.com are putting it in, I mean, just take it into consideration. I'm not saying to take it as complete, accurate, 100%. That's what it is, but just take a look at it and listen to what I'm saying, and then we can hopefully base on this. We can draw conclusions to see if it's the NX gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. But anyway, so some guy, like I said, he was in talks with some, I guess, a friend or something that he saw like stuff about the NX, and in his post he was talking about the actual marketing of the console, and it's in bullet points. So I'm just gonna read each bullet point out loud, and then we'll see from there. First bullet point, he says that he saw was a quotation. I guess it's like a phrase that they're using to promote the Nintendo NX is interact with games on the go. That's in quotations. It's kind of like the same thing, like how PlayStation has greatness awaits, and that just it's just a marketing phrase. You know what I mean, just to get people pumped up. Supposedly seen some stuff saying focus on playing games on the go, but instead they replace it with interacting. It's a good decision. Apparently, that whole phrase has been, like spotted in a bunch of other sources, so that's a pretty good source. That, hopefully we can draw out from that. Uh, Another bullet that he mentioned was saying that a Mario launch title is reported to be coming in because he saw it on some posters about the Codename NX. So, um, can you really name a Nintendo console without a Mario launch title on it? You know what I mean? So, I mean, you don't even need a rumor. You could just assume. You know what I mean? You don't need that. Doesn't need to be rumored at all. We all know that Mario game is gonna be launched. A next bullet is pretty interesting. He says at least 4 games, quote unquote, on deck for launch, presumably meaning high-profile titles to push day one sales. Well, at least we know one of them is Legends of the Breath of the Wild. That is an extremely high-profile game. I guess another one can be a Mario game launch title, but obviously, every console needs to have its launch. So at least 4, high profile. I'm thinking at least you need at least 6 to be honest with you. That's that's a little. I don't know. That's concerning. I feel like you need at least 6, and make them at least half of them has to be third party. You know what I mean? Okay. The next bullet is demo units expected in stores by February. Um, if the console is gonna be released in March, like Nintendo has said, February. If they can get it in early February, that's a good. As long as they can announce the console by this month, the end of October, and then get demo units in like GameStop or Walmart by February, it can work. Marketing will be great for that. As long as they push it out, they interact with games on the go, they can push that really well. I think with that it's gonna be successful. The next 2 bullets is take it with a grain of salt. It says base price is at $299 and a bundle price is at $399. Now this is kind of concerning because is it going to be like an Xbox One kind of thing where you get the regular Xbox, but then you're kind of forced to get, like, spend $100 more just for the Connect? But at least from this rumor, you're gonna have a choice of a base and a bundle. They said they don't even know what the bundle's in it. I'm pretty sure it'll be like the console and a couple of games and maybe extra peripheral, like a control. I don't know. I have no idea. But it has to be something really good to spend an extra $100. It can't just be one game. You know what I mean? It has to be at least 3 games. Bundle at least 3 games, and then we'll pay an extra 100 because that's a lot of money just for an extra $100. Then he goes to talk about the actual packaging of the console, how the box is gonna come in. So the first bullet he has right here is the packaging is described as clean and simple, slightly bigger than the box for Wii U. The Wii U box isn't that big; it's pretty small actually. It's little. It's honestly, I'll say it's probably about like 50% less than the Xbox One box. You know what I mean? But it's not big, but it's not small. You know what I mean? Like it's not tiny. It's a pretty decent sized box for a console. The color schemes on packaging said to be white and blue. That's pretty interesting. I kind of like my black consoles, you know what I mean, because they don't really get scratchy. But anyways, that doesn't mean that the color of the console is gonna be blue or whatever. He goes on to say packaging says NX, but it may be a placeholder as art images of the system were blurred out. That's where you gotta look at this whole article and be like, you know what, this has to be, a little fake, because why would the actual packaging say NX on it? If it's a packaging ready to be marketed, why would it say NX on it? You know what I mean? That kind of screams saying that somebody just made this entire thing, because I mean they don't know what the console name is, so they'll just put NX. But then they go to they go on saying, trying to hide their tracks, saying that, oh, the system were blurred out, and this may be a placeholder. But why would they have a placeholder if they're ready to market it? Why would they still call it the NX? You know what I mean? So that's where you gotta keep that's why you gotta take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Now he's going into just a little bit of specs. He doesn't really go on to like GPU or anything. He just says games will be on cartridges. Like I said, it won't be an actual cartridge. It'll be like some sort of proprietary SD card. Like a 64 gigabyte. That's what I'm looking at. That's going in line with a bunch of rumors that we've seen. So I'm pretty sure that's like true. That's a fact at this point. Games would not be disc anymore. They'll be some sort of proprietary, like kind of like a 3DS card. But I'm thinking it'll be like an SD card kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's how I see it's gonna happen. He goes on to saying that the NX would have 4K streaming, not 4. They don't say that's gonna be 4K gaming. They're gonna say like it's in line with the Xbox One S, where it's gonna support 4K streaming like on apps like Netflix, Hulu, YouTube. They're focusing more on 1080p, 60 frames per second. All consoles nowadays should be running at those. So I mean, if it's anything less, then you're in deep shit. The hybrid. He goes on to say the hybrid portable aspect will be running at 900p. Now, guys, that doesn't mean the console's gonna be running it. That's just if the portable side of it, like the handheld. Like I said, the NX is gonna be like a home console slash portable. You're gonna plug it into your TV to have your full home console experience. And you're gonna plug it and take it off the dock, and it's gonna be a handheld console. Running at 900p is actually really, really good. I that's more than a 3DS, and I think the gamepad was I don't even think it was HD at all, but it looked really, really, really good. I think 900p is like, I want to say is like slightly higher than the iPhone 5. The S was 1080 from what I mean the iPhone 6 was 1080. I don't know about the 5, but anyways, those are just some rumors that were leaked from a quote unquote retailer. Take it with a grain of salt, like I said, but things that are basically fact at this point is that games will be on cartridges. There's gonna be a launch of Mario thing. It's gonna be a hybrid portable console. Interact with games on the go. That's gonna be a slogan. I know that for a fact. They're gonna have high profile titles on day one, and 1080p 60 frames per second. That's just, that has to be. If it's not, then like I said, they're in trouble if it's not gonna be 1080p. But at the end of the day, Nintendo hasn't said anything about this console. Take this with a pretty average size grade. So I mean, this looks pretty legit to me because this is in line with a bunch of articles from like Eurogamer and stuff like that. But anyways, those are just leaks, and I hope you enjoyed this video.